Hey guys, what's going on? I'm back with Attack on Titan, Season 4, Episode 68, Brave Volunteers. Before I jump into this next episode, I want to go ahead and recap the last episode. So, it's been a couple weeks because from what I understand, there was some kind of blizzard in Dallas or San Antonio or wherever they film in Texas. And to me, that is probably because they got an inch of snow and they freak out down there. Last episode was a sad episode. We had the scouts retreating to the airship. We had, what was his name? We had Anyankapan, a black guy who we haven't seen Attack on Titan, which makes sense that, based on what Peak said, him and the blonde chick with the bowl cut, they were on one of the ships that they sent over to the Paradis years prior. So now they have basically teamed up with the Eldians on Paradis, and I guess I'm wondering what their motivations were for betraying Marley. So I don't know if they're Eldians or if they're, one of the kingdoms that were conquered and they were forced to fight, because then they would have plenty of motivation. But one of the most important things that happened last episode was Gabby and Falco snuck up on top of the airship and shot Sasha. And then they had everyone, and then they had all the audience literally start punching these children in the face. And then it was revealed that Zeke and Aaron, they're in alliance. Zeke was in on the plan, and it seems like everyone was pretty upset with Aaron, because I think he went off on his own, disobeyed orders, and as Hanji said, every time he gets captured, they had to use lives to save him, and he took advantage of that. So maybe he's just getting frustrated with how things have been in Paradis and wanted to start out on his own. And pretty much no one trusts Zeke, and I don't trust him either. I think he probably has some kind of different motivation. I can never trust a guy who betrays and goes back and forth like that. Like, they would have to really impress me if they want me to be on Zeke's side, because there's going to have to be all these gymnastics done in my head to go, oh, that's why he did everything that he did. You know what I mean? So, Sasha passing away, that was just a huge moment. I mean, she's a fan favorite. It's very sad. That scene where we had Armin and Mikasa and crying over her body. And then we even had Aaron, who has been kind of unemotive. Like, he had this freak out moment where I think it was like, wow, everything I've done, now I can't go back. He's crossed the Rubicon, and now he's whatever dark plan he's been planning, whatever he's been planning with Zeke. Now he's fully in. Sasha's dead, and I think he took it pretty hard. So I'm wondering what that does for the characters from here on out. What's next? Because now we're going back to Paradis, and I'm sure the guys in Marley are going to have something to say if they realize that Zeke is a traitor. And obviously they're still going to be recovering. So yeah, I just don't want to talk about this too long. I feel like I'm just going to jump into it. And I'm going to show you guys what I've been doing. If there are moments that are reaction worthy, I'll try to put them in. If there's not, then I won't put them in, because it's a big risk doing reactions to anime. I was part of a channel where there were some harsh repercussions. So if there's not much to put in, I won't put anything at all. So I hope you guys look forward to the post discussion. Okay? We're jumping in right now.
Tell them, Niccolo!
That he doesn't want to be part of your shitty skit. Niccolo.
That's a badass shot of Aaron.
Aaron.
So she's kind of a freak. But she's betraying her people too.
Oh, never. It's amazing. A god.
Dude, she's nuts.
Hope to the powerless.
Why is your skin so dark?
Because our creator thought that things would be more interesting.
Wait, we were created? By who?
God.
Well, that's what some people believe.
Oh gosh.
You're a genius. This is the best food I've ever eaten.
Well, they have seafood allergies.
We can transform into man-eating titans. That's no misconception.
Oh. See, it was like Aaron fired that shot.
You okay?
What the hell were you guys
Sasha and I were like twins. So it feels like half of me is just gone.
So, could I ask you to stop blaring?
The day will soon come when we sit at the same table once again.
She's a weird girl.
Difficult to move through and devoid of boulders.
They know DM here, too.
Devoid of boulders.
Say something, please.
Hey guys, that was my reaction. I'm not quite sure how much footage I'm going to leave in there. Weren't a lot of huge moments. There were definitely a lot of awesome story moments, and I'm going to break that down right now. So, the scene opens with Armin on the floor holding a seashell, presumably that he got from the beach 4 years earlier when they discovered the beach, him and the survey team, or what was left of them. And it is revealed at the end of the episode he's talking to crystallized Annie. So, yeah, maybe he just comes there to meditate and to get things off his chest. And, you know, when that thing opens up, I'm already guaranteeing that there's going to be something to do with the fact that he inherited Bertholdt's power and something to do with her and Armin. Like, I don't know if they'll have a relationship, but I almost guarantee that she's going to be in the know because she's hearing everything that Armin's telling her. So the fact that Armin is going there and he has Bertholdt's power, yeah, I think that means something. And that's really cool. So we have a lot of flashbacks. The whole episode actually, yeah, the whole episode is a flashback. Jeez Louise. So it opens on the beach where a survey ship comes and Aaron picks it up. Everyone's screaming, carries them to shore, and he's lucky, just kind of like his progenitor, he didn't break the ship over his back like Aaron Kruger. We also get to see Yelena. I call her Yelena because I thought it was Yelena, but I'm pretty sure they said Yelena. And Anyankapan. I hope to God I'm saying that correctly. They are members of, I think, nations that were conquered, and they were conscripted into the Marleyan military, being forced to fight. They dreamed of revenge, but as Yelena said, hope was slipping away until she saw met Zeke. She's a part of the secret anti-Marleyan movement. And she said she was an anti-Marleyan volunteer. And she was under strict orders from Zeke to help to basically be a turncoat. Which doesn't surprise me. He's a turncoat and he's turning all these other people into turncoats. Drives me fucking nuts. And you know what? I don't really like her too much. I don't like her crazy ass eyes looking up at the Beast Titan like he's a god. You know, I don't like that shit. I don't like crazy ass people. And I think she is a crazy bitch. Alright, sorry about my language, but that's what I'm saying. Okay, I'm sticking to it. Some of the most interesting stuff to me is when we're following characters and they get exposed to advanced technology. I mean, it's a lot cooler when we get exposed to like advanced alien technology. But in this situation, it was just technology from the surrounding area that they're behind on, such as we had a shot where Hanji was staring down the barrel of a gun, and she was like, oh, this is why you can shoot so many bullets. I don't know if it was automatic or not. Probably not. You never know, though. And we basically had the fact that they were sharing their technology. Like, we saw there was a model of a train. I think Aaron said something about there being engineers. So, yeah, like, the fact that explains a lot, because now Marley has a blimp, and we do know that the survey ships that disappeared that Zeke was talking about, yeah, now now we know for sure that they're just a part of the Eldian military now. And what's funny is, like, they never heard of a radio. And what's interesting to me is there are rivers there because they were transporting people out of the infected zone to the inner walls. And they were transporting there via boat. So I imagine that they would understand fishing, but they would never have had seafood. Nicola, who is a captive, and it's revealed that he's a chef, he cooked some food for Sasha in that one scene in the beginning. Sasha has never had any kind of shellfish, so she bites into it, freaks the hell out. That was an awesome scene. Connie and everyone's like, calm down, Sasha. That's just a great thing to have. It's a great moment to have. We didn't really have a Sasha moment this season. She had a great moment with her friends. I said that in the pre-discussion. But seeing her in a flashback is just really warming. And of course, it's like the icing on top. It's like the cherry on top of the cake. And then, of course, the straw that broke the camel's back. Seeing her alive in the flashbacks, and then flashing to the future, to where we are now, seeing her grave, her friends there, her family's there crying, and then we have Nicola on his knees crying, offers her parents to cook a meal. That was pretty heartbreaking. And then, of course, we had that fucking soldier kicking the shit out of Nicola, because Nicola is obviously a Marleyan. And I understand, like, I mean, that happens. You need somewhere to put the blame, and you're going to blame this group of people. And that's a problem with identity politics. And that's one of the worst things about it, is this person right here is a member of this specific group, so he's guilty as well. Which, you know, I don't believe at all. I understand, and maybe if my daughter was killed, maybe I would fall into that trap, but I hope I wouldn't. You know what I mean? Some of the key moments for me this episode was at the shooting range. We had Eren, Armin, and Mikasa, and we can see kind of the philosophies of these people, especially Eren. Like, we see the kernel that grows into what he is becoming today, with the fact that he's sitting there shooting the rifle. Armin is talking about making friends with the captives, the fact that they have shared technology. All we've had to do was talk to them and gain their trust and have peace and understanding. And then Eren is like, yeah, but they hate us. And Armin is like, what? Why? You know, we need to convince the world that we are not these monsters. And Eren is like, yeah, we transform into monsters and eat people. They are right. So Eren doesn't have a lot of faith that, even though Armin and Mikasa are both saying, hey, let's not jump the gun here. I can see the seed in Eren that's going to grow into him fucking infiltrating Marley, transforming into the Attack Titan, and killing everybody. I can see that happening now. But at the same time, 3 years, like a lot of, what has happened in the past 3 years for Eren to completely lose faith in his friends? Obviously, Eren had a plan. He had a plan with Zeke. And the scout troops, they came and executed that plan begrudgingly. But they definitely don't trust Zeke. I love the tension between Zeke and Levi. I hope eventually Levi does get to kill Zeke, because I think he made that promise to Erwin that he was going to do it. I just love the fact that Levi is so confident. Like, I'm going to kill you now, or I'm going to kill you later. And, and Zeke, at the same time, he's confident as well, because I'm sure there's machinations and conspiracies that haven't been revealed yet in the story. Also, another big moment that kind of hit me hard was when Eren was shooting the rifle, and then it transforms into him basically shooting the bullet that killed Sasha. Which basically, I think that is the show's way of saying that Eren indirectly killed Sasha. Or maybe that Eren believes that he killed Sasha with his actions. Which, he did, unfortunately. We also have Titan Serum that Yelena and Anyankapan stole from Marley. That could obviously be very useful, but I just can't see right now Eldia using the Titan Serum. Except when Eren's going to die and they need to pass on his power. But is he going to die? Does the timer start when he received the Attack Titan's power? Or is it going to restart now that he has the Warhammer Titan power? I don't know. And also, Eren is shredded as hell. That scene where he's at the sink and you can see like basically the ice in his veins and the coldness coming out of his breath, and he has like the kind of badass man bun. Yeah, he's definitely changed. In terms of what happens next, I'm not exactly sure. This wasn't like an action-packed episode, but it did reveal a lot. It did reveal how Eldia has stepped up technologically. It's revealed the philosophical seeds in Eren, Armin, and Mikasa that eventually grow into opposing ideologies. And that's one of the big things about this show is ideologies and prejudices and love and forgiveness and things like that. Okay? I don't got too much else to say about this episode, guys, but because I am behind, sorry about that, I am going to jump into the next episode right now. Guys, thank you so much for watching my reaction and my breakdown of this episode of Attack on Titan. If you like Third Street reactions, or if you don't, or if you just like me, all you got to do is like this video and subscribe, hit that notification, leave a comment down below, and I'm going to jump into episode 69 right now.